fundamentally, from my own personal experience, that God's purposes for us and everything that He gives us is always good. It's always perfect. The boxes that He puts things in are for a very real reason. You know what I'm saying? The good father on the street wasn't the father that said, man, go do whatever you want. I don't care if you're hanging out at 3 streets down, whatever, man. When we were kids, we say, man, he's the coolest dad ever, right? But that's not the good father. The good father says, if you go past that yellow house, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? There is a boundary upon which you do not go outside this boundary because I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you, and therefore I know if you go beyond the yellow house, you might end up on Broadway. If you end up on Broadway, something might hit you and smash your life, right? And so that's the good father. And so I know from firsthand experience that God's purpose for my life is good. And every parameter, every little yellow house line that He's put up in this world is for our good and for our best interests. You know what I'm saying? Even when it doesn't seem that way. And when you're a kid, you say, why can't I go to Johnny's house past the yellow house? Like, you're the worst dad ever. You're just the meanest. You just don't want me to have any fun. Sex is one of those areas where God has put up clear yellow houses on 4 sides and said, look, I will give you this beautiful gift, but if you go past the yellow house, because I love you, I'm telling you, do not go past that, because outside of that lies destruction and pain, heartbreak, heartache. You can look at the world around us right now and say, because sex has been taken outside of its box, and in anything at all, God creates everything good. He looked upon all creation and said it is good, as long as it remains in its box, right? You can take that all the way to weed, you know what I'm saying? It's created by God, so that would be the pothead's argument would be, well, God made it, you know? Well, it happens to cure glaucoma and has good purposes to it, stuff like that. If I take it outside of its box and I'm just smoking a blunt on the way to work, it jacks my life. I end up being lazy. I end up being half-mast my whole life, right? Because I took it out of the box. Yes, it's good inside the box. We can say that about any detail of creation across the board. And sex inside of its box is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Incredible. But nothing has ruined mankind or our country more than sex right now. It is jacking up every single detail of the culture around us. And it's such a beautiful